tar paper you can put on the outside so it locks it up.
Well, those noises you're making, I'm finding a little disturbing.
Yeah, cover them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm old. I gotta look at some stuff right now.
Snap-on Christmas tree light, little semis. Oh boy. Smudge pots. What's in here? This thing weighs a ton.
See where the nail is? Right there. Right there.
Oh, okay. It's a mystery. Drugs. Ew. Oh, that was kind of lackluster. Nothing in them.
Oh, it's all empty.
They're all empty, yeah.
You got to show them.
Oh well. At least I figured out the mystery how to get the box open. Thanks to Gino. Wow, I've never seen those before.
Take it off the top.
Yeah, maybe it'll reach out here.
Oh yeah.
You can tie it to the
It'll reach. No problem.
Oh, too bad. I thought these are real shearlings. No. Doesn't feel like suede. No, that's plastic. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been a good score. Yeah, this stuff's really rough. Some good old vintage. Like, look at these coveralls. Those old coveralls sell, man. I don't know. That looks like a Wilson's. Wilson's leather. Some of this stuff might be good. That's a blizzard proof, probably. Walls. So I've got some of those. Wow, look at that old snowmobile thing. Ugh. It's got a little tow bar. You put that behind your snowmobile and drag it around. Old. Well, I wonder how complete this is. Well, that could be a good box. Yeah, that's a good box. We are going to need to dig deep to find some deals here. I hope that's the bike and not you.
I'll never tell. You know what's going to happen, right, Craig?
What?
The last bike over here, and they're all going to go.
State law.
Don't touch that bike, it'll go. Which one?
They fished these out of the outhouse. A little help, yeah. I think I'll go cut my hand off now. There it is. It'd be nice if they can break that. Still, it exists. That's a good one there. That's a good one. That is mine. I cannot be outbid on that. Budweiser Hussies. Interesting.
What? I didn't see you riding a bike yet.
No, you won't see it.
Feels like, yeah. Feels like repop. Oh, that might be good. Pottery, mid-century. Doesn't look broken. Guess time will tell. These are those kind of decoys that scare the geese away. Wow, what the things people have in their homes, just crazy. Crazy. Wow, is that an old-time leisure suit? Oh, that's weird. Wow. How homemade is that? Wow. Yeah, this has been really picked over. I like those poles. I gotta buy those poles. Little fixer-upper opportunity for you.
Yeah, I had this once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the original school floor. That I can do that.
Man. Oh, man. Oof. Run. Why would that be? It's crazy.
Doesn't smell too good.
Look at all the windows, all the flies stuck to them. Nothing of interest down here. Wow. Creepy. Get me outside. You know, I don't get a lot of people saying that they're glad that I'm anywhere.
Oh, yeah?
No. So, don't you have a birthday coming up?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What are you, like 40 now?
49. Add 50 years to that 49.
You're 99.
89.
Yeah, that's 40 years to 49.
40 years? Okay.
Yeah, you got a couple years on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I was younger again. Good morning, buddy.
Well, I always remember yours as a few weeks before mine.
Yeah.
So, congratulations.
How are ya? Great to see ya.
I didn't pay enough in 2022 and Sarah died, and I got hammered for 20.
Yeah. What's the deal with that anyway, that motor? Is it just showing how the valves open up and stuff when you crank it? Or?
Yeah. You buy those as a kit.
It's a model or something, isn't
yeah,
it?
you build it. You put it together. I had one. I didn't have the fancy case for it though.
Yeah, me either. I
Mine
don't think
had
I've ever
red
seen it.
parts to it, and I had grain of wheat bulbs in it that lit up for the spark plug.
Yeah, right.
You turned it?
Yeah, I think they had one of those in my shop class in high school. Like with the shop teachers to show us kind of how an internal combustion engine works.
It's called a visible V8.
Yeah, that's right. That sounds right. Did you help dragging all this stuff out?
I was here all week.
Oh, it's like a big job, man. It looks like a lot. Looks like a lot.
When we cleaned out the basement,
Yeah.
the calves back here were just.
Oh,
I'm glad
yeah.
it was only
10 stairs or so or less, yeah.
Yeah, 6
Yeah,
stairs.
but still, you do it enough time. It's those repetitions that get you, not the height of it. So this is a converted one-room schoolhouse.
Would have been 40, 40, it would have been 40,000 on it. 40,000, say would have been 40,000, now 50. 40 would have been 50,000, now 60, 60 would have been 60. 50 would have been 60, now 70. 70 would have been 70. 70 would have been 70, 70 would have been 70. 65. 65,000 would have been 65, and now 70. 70,000 would have been 70, would have been 70. $70,000, now 75. 75, we got 70,000 here, would have been 75. 75 would have been 75. 72 and a half. 72 and a half, would have been 72 and a half. I got 70,000, would have been 72 and a half, would have been 72 and a half. 72 and a half, what do you think? Would have been 72 and a half. Take a look at it, would have been 72 and a half. The bid's over here for 70,000. Which one is it?
You want to see what kind they're?
Young man right there. I got 70,000 here. 72 and a half. Anybody 72 and a half? Would have been 72 and a half. 72 and a half. I got 70,000. Would have been 72 and a half. 72 and a half. Would have been 72 and a half. 71. What? 71. You want to get in? I'll take 71. It's up to you guys. 71. That's 71. What do you think, dear boy? Would have been 71. 71, would have been 71. What do you think? Would have been 71 to go. 70,000 I got, would have been 71. 71, you need to look at it anymore, would have been 71. 71,000, 70,000 I got. 71. 71. Anybody 71? 71,000. 71. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think about it while I catch my breath. 71. 71, 71, going once. No, that's my job. Don't do that, you're way ahead of schedule. Octaliber. You what? They're talking? They're talking yet? Okay, hang on. Hold that bit right there.
How many acres, Arnie?
1.5.
About an acre and a half.
I don't know.
I'm going to sell it.
I'm sure that's grandfathered
Oh, you
in.
got mount.
I got 70,000 over here. 70,000. Going once. Now give me that stick.
Wait a minute.
Does anybody else want to talk about it? You sure? Oh, are you done? Questionable.
71.
72. 73. Now you don't have any more time. I got 72,000 over here. 73. Anybody want to get in for 73? I'm going to sell it today for about 73. $73,000 for about 73. 73. Sold. $72,000. 477 is the number.
So I set up here and I shoot and I box everything here and then I weigh it and record it in the other room. But there's lots of it. And it's mostly all vintage. I've got, rounds here, like a commercial round rack with military stuff on it. And lots of cool vintage motorcycle leathers. And, this class of work like chore jackets. Like these are, I think that's a Dickies chore jacket there, Carhartt. All kinds of cool stuff, wool jackets. And I just picked up a great big pile of clothing at the sale that you're going to see now. So let's get at it. So this might not be interesting to most of you, but you saw in the beginning of the video, the racks of vintage clothing. A lot of stuff is pretty rough, but really, see, this is reversible, and they should have had it where the Marlboro was out, because tobacco-related things this is what I'm talking about, something that's got an insignia or something embroidered or something people identify with. This is going to sell good, even though it's got some condition issues. It's old. This is probably 70s, It's a pretty old coat. So all these, because of the condition, and I don't typically get into this, but these are going right to the laundromat. And this is a little beat up too, but it's Woolrich. Woolrich stuff it rings the bell every time. Every time. So again, and I didn't pay a lot for these. They were between $3 and $5 each. Old-time, bad-looking leather jacket that I may or may not. I might just throw that out. That one probably going to throw out bin. When you've got 20 people standing there and they're all grabbing, you have to make decisions. You got to go with your gut. This is Minnesota woolen. So that could be real fleece in there. If so, I better not wash it. It's denim. It's all hair. That one I better put on the questionable pile to find out if that can be machine washed or not. I know these can. So this is probably walls. Yeah. So these walls, coveralls up here are really popular. Somebody's going to buy this and they're going to put it right back into service, because these are insulated from head to toe, arms, legs, all of it, and they wear like iron. And the old Zero Zone or the Blizzard Proof are the favorite ones. This is a Zero Zone. I sell tons of these. I mean, yeah, it doesn't bring a lot of money. This will probably bring $40. But you turn a $3 bill into a $40 bill. Most people will do that. These are really popular. When I first started this segment and I had the jacket on here I was shooting, falls in the category of a chore coats. This is a chore coat. Every farm guy up here has got these. This is true. That's a called a blanket lining. Denim. Again, wears like iron. Can't hurt it. Throw it in the washing machine. It's like a pair of jeans. Comes out ready to go. Let me get this out. There were a couple of decent leather jackets. This one will clean up. Really clean up good. It's a Julian. It's Wilson's leather. If you on my eBay store, you say Wilson's is probably the one I sell the most of. I sell tons of Wilson's, and it's the best user-friendly leather jacket I've ever encountered. This, I think, was another one. Okay, this is Adventure Bound, and it's a distressed leather. It's like a bomber style. Bikers use them a lot. Guess who makes them? Wilson's. So here's a few more. Some of these. Oh, there wasn't. Oh, these are made well. So these are like dime store overalls. These aren't that great. I literally wore the bottoms of them right off. But if I get them up for sale quick, you know, I could still hit Halloween and that whole crew. These are Big Ben. These are like the train engineer style overalls. To find this many overalls in one place is ridiculous. I mean, I find one of these every 20 auctions. So this is a lot. These are in great shape. So these are gonna wash up and they're gonna really look good. And then these are excellent. These vintage Oshkosh Bagosh bib overalls. Some of these can be really big money. Big money in the realm of bib overalls or coveralls. But workwear is a really good seller. I don't know why, I don't get it, but it is. It always has been. It's chilly in here today. My old beat up Harley gloves. So this is this. And these on eBay bring ridiculous money. But there were two in the house. There was this unbuilt one. And I don't know how complete this is. I'm not a fan of buying partially built models. I can tell right away it's all not here. But I'm not in it real deep. And then this one's completed, minus the wagon. It's supposed to have the Bud wagon in the back of it. But I saw just individual horses bringing 15 to 20 bucks for people that maybe have a broken one in their set. And very complete models like this are bringing 180 to 220. So an incomplete one, I'm sure, is still got to be worth 40, 50, 60 bucks. So there's that. This is heavy enamel with the bracket. I think this is cool that it has the directional arrow. The streets don't have it. So it must have been maybe across the street. There was a different road across the street. But it's in great shape. The enamel's really thick and heavy. But these are only single-sided signs. But good score. No great shakes, no joke, no pun intended. 1950s Beehive salt and pepper with nickel tops. Very cool. You don't make a ton of money on these, but these go right down the road, like very fast. So I'm gonna come around for these. I love these lamps. So, just from the tops, God, they're just filthy. This mid-century Woodstock. Let me get the camera out. Ceramic, pottery, however you want to term these. Great shape. Really great shape. These things are just going to clean up just like new. I don't think I can get to them. Well, maybe I can shoot it from here. I've got everything shoved in the aisle here so I can do the clothing. You can see that mid-century lamp with the same kind of wood stock. I've got a couple of them in here that have that same thing. I don't know where they are right now. So these are really good scores. This is a killer score. I love this. And all its mid-century modern goodness. These fiberglass shades are worth quite a bit alone, but this thing just screams atomic era, right? With the little spaceship accents on there. Yeah, man, that was a killer score. That's a great lamp. I was all day wanted to buy that, and people kept knocking it over on the trailer, and I was like, oh man, they're going to kill this thing, but it kind of lived. It's got a little A little janked up here, but I think I can put a chiropractic move on that and get it back in shape. So this is kind of an interesting box. No great shapes, just an old thermometer in Fahrenheit and Celsius. This I think is I think this goes with a karaoke machine when you sing. I don't know what the, I don't really care. It was just in the box. And these are, clearly the guy was a semi-truck driver. There was semi-truck stuff everywhere. I'm assuming these air horns were mounted on top of this cab. They're just a horn, there's no guts. But up until yesterday, I didn't have any. But this is really why I bought the box, are these mid-century flock of Quackers. I don't know how many there are. 3, 4. There's a lot of them. That's number 5. Jeez. 6. 7. 8. Are you kidding me? 9. Wow. That's not a flock, that's a herd. All right. So there's those. And I could probably sell these as 2 sets. I sell a set of 4 and a set of 5. I don't think anybody's looking to have 9 on their wall. So that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So these, we bought out a company once that serviced like school buses, and so they would have to change out these first aid kits from time to time. So I ended up with just a monster load of them with a big lot that I bought, and I didn't know if they were anything. I put them online, and it's real easy to get $30 for one of these. So I bought both of those for $1, and that one's never been opened. So I had to be happy with that. This box. So I don't know what kind of tag that is. I'm gonna have to look it up and see. So Wisconsin, it just says April, there's no date. But it doesn't look like bicycle because I have tons of Wisconsin bicycle tags. They're slightly smaller than that. Kind of an old, I would guess that's probably 70s, maybe even 80s. I'm not sure. But that's not why, this is what I bought. And I don't know why I bought it. I don't know if it's anything, but when I was a kid, I had a Mattel vacuum form. And you could make all kinds of stuff with it. It got hot, and well, I'd have to go through the directions to see. But you could vacuum form. You could make all kinds of stuff with it. It kind of melted the sheet of plastic, and then you went over it, and it drew it down and made a replica of whatever it was that you were trying to.
Here's what a vacuum form can do. Look at the things it'll make for you. One kit you buy will fill a zoo, and this new kit makes trucks for you. That's what a vacuum form can do. Make jeeps and tanks, it's up to you. Another kit for metals, too. That's what a vacuum form can do. Get vacuum form, make anything with plastic and a mold. These kits and packs come separately wherever toys are sold.
Some of these old toys, and if they're all there, looks like it's got the sheets of plastic that you set in here, and it gets it real hot enough for these toys are outlawed because it gets it so hot that it just melts it, and then the compression of it and the vacuum part of it make an exact replica of whatever's underneath it. Anyway, it wasn't a lot of money. I thought, what the heck? I haven't, all the auctioning I've done, and I've done a lot, I've never seen them, so I just went ahead and bought it, and we'll see how that goes. This is a real good box. a complete gem razor in there from back in the day in jam up shape with all, see that sealed? It says gem, the razors. That's crazy to get that. This was, I don't know why that was in there, but they're little cannon bottle openers. And most of this stuff is just razors. And some of these are sealed. They've never been opened. So I thought, what an unusual box to find that somebody hung on to for all these years. I don't know what this is. Carbon ribbon. Oh, is this for typewriter? Typewriter ribbon. Back in the day. Am I holding that up right now? Probably not. Elastic wristlet. Old time medicine. Don't use it, it does nothing. It'd be just as effective to wave a dead chicken over your head in a paper bag. So when I was going through the house, they had a bunch of not stellar furniture in one of the two living rooms. And the waterfall dresser from the 40s, I bought it for cheap, and I only wanted the pulls off of it. I sell lots of pulls on my eBay store. So, and you can see from the cutaway on these, that's the part that would, the screw would come through the front of the dresser drawer and screw into that. So this is what you grab to open and close your dresser drawer. You can see here, it's solid brass. They're heavy, they're crazy heavy. And the old time hardware from the 40s. And I kept all the screws that are for this. So 100% of it's all, and there's 10 of them. And so I could get up to $100 just for these. I don't know that they came with glass cases. Maybe the guy built that for it. I don't know. Anyway, you can kind of see the rockers moving. There's something binding. Let me figure out what that is. I don't really care that it works or it doesn't. It's very complete, so I don't want to force it with somebody. I'm sure it's just something very simple. But if it just slips out, you can see the pistons inside and the crankshaft. It's got everything see-through. So you can really see how a real engine works. It's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen one in an auction either. So I bought it. So it was a little difficult to scratch out deals in this sale, but they were there. Where do I start? Let's start here. This is a really janky old American hanging scale, but it's all there. Just needs the pointer straightened out a little bit. And a bath would be good. Some of that rust isn't going to come off, but that's fine. A vintage belt-worn bait box from back in the fishing days. Now, I sell tons of vintage canisters, and what I liked about this is there were two sets in one. And most of these will nest. I have this same set. Maybe I took it out of here. Yeah, I think I took it out of here. But you can see these nest in here. But to get a couple of sets in one go, that's really unusual. They're all inside, and these are vintage. They're all aluminum. Look at that. T is in there. The shed had some interesting stuff. This is a really old, you would clamp this down and there'd be a wheel over here and you cranked it around and this was a grinding wheel and you could sharpen whatever you needed to have sharpened. I got a really cool coal scuttle and I do super good with these. This box was cheap, awesome. horseshoes, man, old ones. Some of these are, like these are ice shoes. I mean, our winters are long and hard up here. Probably some of the harshest winters in the 48 states. And we're pretty far north. We're actually, where I am right now, Canada dips farther south than where we are right now. But man, put those on a draft horse, see the nails sticking out. But this part would go on the ground, and these cleats are for snow or mud. Keep the horse from losing it, especially back in the day when they used them to skid great big logs out of the forest and to make sure those guys didn't break away. Don't let them step on your foot with these bad boys on. You will not have a foot left. Look at the size of that. Big as your face. Crazy, right? And there's a good number of them in here. And they're nice and rusty, and those are going to sell right away. How cool is that? So these sell really well, and there were 3, but one was kind of, it was just a little bit too much on the gross side. But these are old-timey bathroom mirrors. I don't know if these are not. I don't think they tried it. I'm really glad something didn't just jump out at me just now. It could have happened. And then, again, I don't typically buy toys. But that one just kind of spoke to me. I like the graphics. I like the amount of rust on it. Like the front bumper is completely toasted. It's nice and crispy. I like that. And it's got a little lever here. And the dump thing still works. Which I think is beyond remarkable. So, yeah, I bought that. And I bought this pretty good size SEMA. Oh, it sounded like a light bulb. Something in there rattling around. I guess I'll pop it apart, find out what that is. I'm assuming if it doesn't work, it can be very quickly made to work. It's just filthy. But, got a light bulb. I got a couple other things here. So I bought this display rack. And I disassembled it for the ride. It's probably 6 feet tall. And these are evenly spaced up and down. And I bought the floor lamp. Pretty cool old antique floor lamp. I might rob some of the parts off it or redo it. I'm on the fence yet. I don't care. They were going to throw it out. I paid $1 for it. So I had to buy it. But anyway, what I was going to do with this is make my license plate tree for my antique license plates bigger, because I have since 1927, does that say? I have quite a few of these that I don't have displayed yet, and a lot of them are doubled up because I just ran out of room on this one. So I might take that and turn it into something else, and that'll be my new license plate rack. Yeah, that's it. Hey, thanks for coming along on this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.